got ourselves Ultimate Beast over for the Team 1 as the Sub Rogue versus Merlin. As the man is out here out in the open. I like the look of the mount. Isn't that thing on the trading post this week? It's going to be Shadowy Duel really early. Trinket. Well, not for Merlin. Bubble for Merlin though. Stun into Ultima. Does he just go in? There's no trigger for the Rogue. If he just goes in for an entire big go, unless Ultima, if he doesn't escape, he does go in for the cloak. Oh, that maybe random AoE? No, it does not find him with a random AoE though. Merlin trying to see if he can catch the Rogue either way. Someone keeping him out in the open. Hold on, Gaucha follow. He still has a human racial, so that's something he can break out of pretty easily. He is disarmed though. As Ultima trying to see if he can control some of the damage from Merlin. He's still got full crusade. If he can just connect with some of his abilities with the Rogue, he is able to connect some of them though. He's able to connect with some of them. As evasion is keeping him alive. Cheap shot, very DR'd. They're just using it for an escape as a vanish comes out for the Rogue. But now Merlin cannot be stunned for quite a bit of time. And that could be a Hodge on top of it. Ultima catching up a little bit of healing as we hit in that 1 minute. 10% dampener instantly up. I actually wish I could control dampening, by the way. Really wish I could control it. Big secret technique out of the Rogue, but the Paladin able to reverse it, and Ultima only has Shadow Meld in order to be able to try to escape, but he could still be done. It does end up getting caught out, although it could be really bad for Ultima right now. He's trying to see if he can go for a dance, but he can't break through. Blessing of protection as the Paladin continues to punish the Rogue. He's got himself a little bit of healing. Gouge to follow. Merlin does not have any more out so easily. He needs to keep the Ultimate Beast in combat. It's going to be a shiv out of the Rogue. Kidney shot. I don't know what happened to it. Either the order just like one calm point kidney. I'm not even sure, but Merlin does end up taking him. Well done. The Certified got to be up next. Merlin maybe has himself. No, doesn't. Not even Spell Warden. Maybe a land hands to help him out a little bit. Mind gives it to Merlin. Try to see if he can stay aggressive. Does eat a full Void Eruption Shield. If it is available, trying to keep himself alive here. Certified goes in for a quick fear. Shadow Ward deaths are just erupting, just devouring Merlin. And is going to be able to take him. Does end up using cooldowns. Pretty aggressive here as the Kevin is going to be up next. What is this? Mark, hold on a second. There's a tabard, there's some shoulders, there's a Pandaren hat. You get yourself a fiery enchant on your weapon too. Hold on a second. This look bad at all. Bash right now. I think it probably would look better if you didn't have that whole blue hue. They're really gonna give him like maybe like an orange hue or like a red version of the star hue for Boomkins. I feel like it would work out super well. Or just let him like use non-form Boomkin or whatever. I think they're just trying to make it like, oh, visually is distinct. He's definitely in Boomkin form, you know what I mean? Translucent versus non-translucent sounds out of Kevin. Might be in a bit of trouble actually. Hold on. That's a slow. He got himself bear form. That is a Heart of the Wild potentially. No, not even playing Heart of the Wild, but this is got to be bear form healing either way. On the mind games, though, you got to be very careful with that one. Certified trying to see if he can stay ahead of Kevin. His mobility challenge, as most priests are, just as out of all the classes. Like, this is the most mobile a priest has been compared to some of the older expansions. That being said, compared to every other class, still the least amount of mobility comparable at the very least. Fiorn to Kevin, maybe a go. He's getting dotted. No, it doesn't have a go off of that one, so maybe he'll be able to follow something up. Stun, as I think he's just trying to see if he can get away from the big old beam of stars. The Fury of a Loon, just trying to avoid. Halo, that's an interesting choice. Does that actually do a lot of damage or healing? Maybe it's good on healing? Or maybe you play Divine Star? I don't even know, because I know that Halo is good in like PvE content. Or Divine Star maybe in pure single target. But in PvP, I don't even know how this scaled, honestly. Certified kind of low on his resources. I don't know how he's looking on mana right now, but he's starting to feel the pressure from Kevin. He's starting to feel the pressure little by little. It's good for getting stealthies out. Halo? I mean, if Halo actually hits stealthies, that's dope. That's solid. I remember it used to back in MoB, but then I think Rogues complained so they might have changed it. I don't know how it functions now, but if it actually does get stealthies out, that's huge. Kind of sucks to be a rogue if you're in that situation, but that's huge either way. that's great for priests. If you can deny a rogue opener, that's huge for priests. It sucks to be a rogue in that situation, but still. Silence to Kevin does have a bash. That's going to be full Void Eruption. He's able to get away from any of those Void Bolts around Certified. And Certified taking that consistent damage from Kevin. Star Surges together with the dots and everything. It is actually quite a bit of damage, and that's going to be Kevin blasting him out. Star Surge after Star Surge trying to see if he can end the duel. That's going to be a full-on disperse for Certified, able to catch up a little bit of healing. He has himself the holy healing as well, but he's unable to really stand there and heal at all. Bars get down for Kevin. A Certified got himself a bit of that Vamp Embrace, looking for a bit of that damage. Healing silenced by Kevin. Is able to keep the pressure on the Priest the entire time. Gripped by Chilled with a quick blind onto Kevin. The man is just behind the enemy lines. He can't really do much. He doesn't have now the one of the pets of Chills, at least the main primary one. Torch is up, trying to go for a heal. Is that an interrupt? No interrupt. Actually, interrupt is available for Chills. You're just saving it for later. Got himself the big execute to Kevin. Not much you can do. Yeah, well, you got the RV just firing off at you. The firing squad in the back blasted into smithereens. There's only so much you can really do in that kind of situation. Is it going to be Chicago up next? Possibly. Hockey's maybe? Ooh, you're a human now. I thought you were an orc. Or maybe that's an alt. Bad Bunny also has Assassination. Let's see which one of them is going to be up next though. Versus Chill, 29% dampening. Clock's ticking. For Chilpas is like, yeah, you know what? One of these guys gotta go out, man. One of these guys gotta go out versus me. I gotta get my death strikes in, man. Come on. Come on, boys. Come here. Look at that hat, by the way. Look at the entire set. It looks so good. So detailed, man. So detailed. You also not running cloak either? Yeah, I wasn't running cloak either. Cloak is a little bugged. Or not bugged, but it's like has that starry effect that I showed you guys earlier. Like, it's a cool cloak, but the starry effect doesn't really fit it. AMS up for Chills, got himself the entire army. Hawk is trying to see if he can avoid him. It's going to be a quick invasion with a vanish full dots of Chills. He needs to find a way to live this damage. That's going to be a lot of damage for Chills to try to counter. Got himself Lynchborn as well as healing, just spamming up heals back to back. Could be a death pack potentially. Does he get himself AMS? Maybe. He needs something right now. He's trying to see if he can take down the Hockeys. Got himself death pack and just the last death throws for the DK. Looking to end Hockeys dots taken, but the dots may take Chills. He's at least able to cover himself against the poison damage, but the bleeds are still rotting this man down. This guy is, I mean, his DK is literally a walking corpse, but man, does go for the human racial to break out of that stun as Bad Bunny goes in for a quick garrote. He doesn't want to commit Death Mark or Dance or anything for Chills if he can help it. He doesn't want to. Death and DKs are going to keep him out in the open. And Chills died? Chills had a heart attack. RSK is going to be up next. It's going to be Alexiup into a cheap shot. Bad Bunny potentially could have himself a big go evasions up. Kidney shot. Full shiv. It's going to be full dots. RSK needs to find a way to reverse the damage back onto Bad Bunny. Might need to go for a karma. He's trying to heal it. I don't know if you can. Oh, might be a karma here. Oh, he's not pressing karma. I'm afraid. Press karma before you get to 10%. Press karma before you hit 10%. There he goes. There he goes. He's still so low. It doesn't even matter. Cloak or Shadow just immutes it. Just sheds that karma. That is rough. But the Dax is going to be last one left over for the team one. Mountain himself on the ground. That's probably the worst way to put it together. That's probably the worst. Just random spear. He's just spear fishing for the rogues. It's going to be Zerkers trying to see if he can catch up to him. But yeah, mounting himself on the ground. Probably not the best way to put it. It's just he's going to mount form. It's probably how I would phrase it. Dance almost available for Bad Bunny. So if he goes in with the Kingsbane Dance and Alcohol combo, he could still do a lot of damage. Dax just trying to keep him in place as best as possible. Trinket out of the blind. No defensive for the rogue. Cheap shot. Trying to see if he can make a bit of a go there with a dance. Hold on, is that full dots? The rogue is able to kind of sort of escape, but Dax is shivved. He is slowed, and he is rotting little by little. But did you go for the entire go, or did you go for dance with a cheap shot? I'm not even sure. I'm not even 100%. Dax just trying to see if he can whirlwind himself out in the open. Bad Bunny, I don't know how this is gonna go. He's got himself 30 seconds. So actually, I think Bad Bunny is just gonna go for a bit of that reset. I think he has to. 20 seconds on his cooldowns, and I think if he just played super safe, he might be okay. Sap onto Dax. He does have Zerkers, but he also got himself the second win, so he's fully topped off. He doesn't have a trinket, so Bad Bunny's whole opener is going to be able to go for entire setup. He also got that evasion, so he got himself a bit of cover. He could stay super aggressive here. He could potentially wipe out the warrior. Dax, though, he got himself a defensive. He got rally cry. He's got a lot of plenty of CC, so you can make some work here. Bad Bunny open up with the dots. Dax not trinketing immediately. Are you just gonna bleed him out and just kite him out? I think you might. I think you just might. Is that what's happening? or are you just gonna go in? He needs to wait until stun DRs are off now. So for Dax, he does end up kind of surviving, but he's taking a little bit of health with the damage. Leaping away, he kind of more or less knows that a rogue would be next to him somewhere there. He's just trying to see if he can avoid him. Maybe second wind will kick back in. Go left. Oh, he went to the right. That is going to be Rogue opening up on you. You need to get a stun on Rogue immediately. Does go for the stun. Trinket follow up. Got yourself reflect. I don't know if you can reflect anything. Spear down into the Rogue. Get a shot on the Dax. I think it's over. He got himself a defensive. You may need a rally cry on top of this one. Oh, it doesn't even matter. Oh, the damage. That is so rough. Oh my goodness. He got 3 though. Well done, Rogue gameplay. Barf. What's up, much I do, my man. Hope you're having a good one. You guys know what's coming towards you. How are you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Oh my goodness, chat.